Hello again and welcome to the channel. Now today I'm going to start doing some prep work ahead of the spring season that's just around the corner. I mean, it is still a bit too early to get sowing those seeds, although I can't wait to get going. But what I can do is I can get everything ready right now, so I'm good to go as soon as spring is here. And one of the things I want to sort out is my assortment of seed trays, modules and everything else, because it's in such a mess and honestly I don't know what I have. As you can see, they are all of a bit of a mixed up mess. So what I'm planning on doing is just going through and putting them all into kind of sizes and shapes so I can find them much more easily come the spring. I'll also throw out any old trays, which clearly have had, they've had their day basically. And I'm seeing one here that's looking a bit ropey, look. Don't know exactly why I'm keeping that. I think that is one for the chop. But that's why it's so useful to do this now, right? Because it's going to give me an idea of exactly what I have, if there is anything else that I need, and I'll be absolutely ready then for the sowing season come the springtime. Yeah, so I've got a whole load of trays here, but some of these are looking quite dirty and they definitely need a good clean look. So that's removed some of the cobwebs and then I'm going to give them a good wash. In Tilly's old litter tray. Obviously it's lovely and clean, don't worry. But yeah, I'm going to do this for each one, and then like this one here, look. That one's seen better days, so I think I might put that one to the side. So yeah, the seed compost experiment that I'm going to be doing. So last year what I did was I took a mix of seed composts and just general, multi-compost that you can get in the shops. And I wanted to check out, does it make sense to actually spend more money on buying seed compost? Do they actually offer any benefits in terms of germination rates, plant growth? Do the plants look healthier and stronger? And so on. And if you'd like to see a summary of the results, I've got a playlist on that and I'll put the link in the description so you can see. I think there's 3 videos and there's like the final kind of results video that you can watch. But yeah, I thought it'd be really interesting to try and repeat that experiment again. I'm going to try the winner, I think, because I want to see, was the winner really that much better or was that just a one-off? So I'm going to try the winner again. And a couple of other types of multi-compost, and then another seed compost mix. Anyway, that's enough talking from me. I'm going to crack on in cleaning up these seed trays because I want to get them ready for my exciting seed compost experiment this spring. Yeah, so I've just taken out the moss. Definitely not an ideal environment for sowing seeds. So any leftover soil, what I'm doing is I'm just taking it and, let's put it on the beds. Let's use it, right? Let's not waste it. Yeah, so this was definitely worth doing because look, you can see I've got actually quite a good load of those trays. So I probably don't need to buy any more of these. I think that one's really had it. That one can go out. So I don't know why I'm keeping this. I used this originally for some plants that I put in my pond. Yeah, I don't think I need that anymore really. And I've got some broken plant tags. Why am I keeping that? So I've got this holder here, which could be useful for carrying the seed trays. But do the trays I have actually fit in here? That's a big question. No, they don't. So I need to keep looking, and if I don't have anything that fits in here, this needs to go too. Why am I keeping that then? Really good sized pots, fantastic. Right, so that's the first container done. I've already got like a pile of keep and get rid of. Let's go on to the next 2 containers. So those plant labels are good, they can be kept. Oh, I like it. I've got some lovely deep pots there. They're always quite helpful. Yeah, that's completely mushed up. I think that can go. If you see the corner there, there's like probably a spider or something in there. Yeah, maybe I'll hold on to that because that's something that's probably waiting to, come alive in the spring, and I don't want to throw it out willy-nilly. I suspect spiders, but let me know in the comment section if you do actually know. This is a cup I use for my beer traps. This is important. Yeah, so some good sized pots for potting on there. Now that's seen better days. That can definitely go out. Oh, a fantastic large pot. And another plant label. Okay, that's 2 of freedom. Yep, this is the final one. Okay. More plant labels. Excellent. That will help with my seed compost experiment, because I do need to make sure that I label everything very clearly, because otherwise it gets terribly confusing. And how embarrassing would it be if I have to call off the seed compost experiment because I don't remember what I planted in what. So yeah, now this is the size of pot I do really like. It's a really good size, and I haven't got many of them, have I? Looking at this. Yeah, this pot comes with an added snail. That's good. And yeah, that's the final one done. So yeah, it was as simple as that. Yeah, and over here then are all the ones I'm going to be keeping. So any of the big pots that I would only use for very mature plants, I've put in this holder here, and they're okay to stay outside because, you know, I've only got a limited amount of space in the shed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this container here, I'm going to fill it up with some water, a bit of washing up liquid, and just give my pots, you know, a bit of a scrub, and yeah, get rid of any remaining leaves, soil, any remaining pests that could affect my seeds come the spring, and just get my containers ready for the spring sowing season, because I tell you now, I cannot wait. Here we are then, we've got some really fancy equipment here. We've got an old cat litter tray, cleaned obviously, and yeah, just an assortment of some sponges and obviously some washing up liquid. Yeah, that's so much better. Yep, so that's all my trays done then, ready for the spring sowing season. And I think these seed trays here can actually come inside for me because that's where I'm going to be using them. I don't have a greenhouse and I do most of my seed sowing in the early spring in my house. Yeah, so I know it's a total cliche, but I do feel so much better knowing, you know, exactly what I've got and where I can find it. And I feel so much more prepared for the spring now. Now let me know in the comments section if you've been doing anything special to get yourself prepared for the spring. If you've enjoyed this content, please do like, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I think most of the people that watch my channel, around 90%, haven't subscribed. And you know what, it's only a small channel, and by subscribing you really do help me out. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.